Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We've got something exciting to talk about. The JackRabbit XG Pro. If you're not familiar with JackRabbit, it's okay. They're new, they've been around just since 2022, but if you've been to any Overland Expo in this last year, chances are you've seen a lot of these. That's where I first saw them, people taking a break from walking from the blisters, and these are great. So was curious, wanted to learn more. We've got one now. Excited to kind of do a little bit of a review for you guys to share our thoughts and feedback. We're going to dive into one, just to get out of the way, some of the general stats of the bike. We're going to walk through our setup process. Going to dive into a little bit of our ride experience, what we think of the bike, and then what our thoughts are on the real use case. Like I said, that's going to be a little bit unique to everyone, but what do we think? How are we going to use this? So a couple stats just to get out of the way before we go on a little bit of some rides here. 37 pounds. Obviously, that's a huge appeal of this bike. Makes it easy to go out, add to your rig, add to your adventures, and not add a lot of weight. It does fold flat, so if you want to take this and haul this on the airplane, it is also airplane travel. You can take the batteries out, which is pretty cool. 20 miles an hour, 20-24, so good speed. For something this small, for sure. This thing has a lot of torque and a lot of zip. 48-mile range, so no really worry if you're taking this out. You're not going to probably need to charge it, depending on how you plan on using it, but really cool functionality. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We've got something exciting to talk about. The JackRabbit XG Pro. If you're not familiar with JackRabbit, it's okay. They're new, they've been around just since 2022, but if you've been to any Overland Expo in this last year, chances are you've seen a lot of these. That's where I first saw them, people taking a break from walking from the blisters, and these are great. So was curious, wanted to learn more. We've got one now. Excited to kind of do a little bit of a review for you guys to share our thoughts and feedback. We're going to dive into one, just to get out of the way, some of the general stats of the bike. We're going to walk through our setup process. Going to dive into a little bit of our ride experience, what we think of the bike, and then what our thoughts are on the real use case. Like I said, that's going to be a little bit unique to everyone, but what do we think? How are we going to use this? So a couple stats just to get out of the way before we go on a little bit of some rides here. 37 pounds. Obviously, that's a huge appeal of this bike. Makes it easy to go out, add to your rig, add to your adventures, and not add a lot of weight. It does fold flat, so if you want to take this and haul this on the airplane, it is also airplane travel. You can take the batteries out, which is pretty cool. 20 miles an hour, 20-24, so good speed for something this small, for sure. This thing has a lot of torque and a lot of zip. 48-mile range, so no really worry if you're taking this out. You're not going to probably need to charge it, depending on how you plan on using it, but really cool functionality there. Otherwise, you'll notice 20-inch suspension tires and the 749 watt motor in the rear. You'll notice also no small pedals. We'll talk a little about this. Obviously, that's pretty common on most e-bikes, no matter what, but pegs. Just pegs, no pretend bike here. So a little different feel, but pretty unique in that look there. So a little bit about setup. We've set up a lot of e-bikes over time, different brands, different types, different sizes. This was by far the easiest, plain and simple. It comes 95% assembled, so really from box setup to riding. If you go real slow, maybe jam out, you're talking an hour. For most people, probably around 30 minutes. Really easy to set up. Batteries came with some charge, so I was able to jump on and really start riding. So overall, if I'm ranking setup, 10 out of 10 on this, and it was really enjoyable. Okay, we're gonna jump to some footage here. We're gonna do some rides, so hold on, and we'll share our thoughts. All right, let's try a little bit of, woo! All right, let's try a little bit of dirt on this here. Now we're in high mode.
I mean, one of the best things about this is you are a little bit more upright with this shorter wheelbase. You do have, it just makes you have good posture, which is great, but just fluid through here. I mean, that shorter wheelbase, it just feels good. It really moves through this really well. And then just so much power. It's one of those, you got to be careful, because on more than one occasion, if you're not watching where your weight is, this thing, it wants to go. It'll pop up on you. So, there. All right, let's frick this back. It's still your brain. The hardest thing about this, and you get used to it, but your brain wants the pedal. your brain struggles a little bit with, I'm on this, but just so much power. I mean, big engine, small bike equals it's just so agile. It's great. It really is. And then, I mean, like I said, it's like the BMXer heart. You want to, you got to be careful with the power. It'll get out from underneath you. All right, let's keep going here. Okay. This also makes you just kind of want to stand up here a little bit. No, I think the biggest thing this has going for it not being a full suspension is just the smaller frame. Obviously micro, right? It just, you don't feel the bumps as hard as I think you would on a larger non-suspension bike. So, and then you just kind of get used to, like, hey, my legs are suspension. I've got 2 pegs. You stand up when you need to if you need a little extra cushion on this here. So, you know, the brakes are great on this. I wish they were just a little bit better, just for the pro models, but they are really great. I mean, there's no problem with stopping. You got a great flow, great feel. But it's just so zippy. And like I said, though, our big use case for this is, you know, hey, throw it in the back of the truck. It's great. You need to get somewhere. You got a pretty significant range, and it's light. It just goes, and it's got so much power packed into a little frame. So let's do a little bit of a hill test here. Now, I've been in high. I don't know about you guys, but I if it can go fast, I want it to go fast, and that's what this does here. So we're gonna take a hill here and kind of see how it does. Now preface, a lot of power, little frame, adjust your weight accordingly. It will like surprise you with a little power pop, as I like to call it. But 13, 12, obviously you've got no pedal assist. You can't do anything with this. You got your pegs. You can push on your pegs harder, I guess, but 7.5, 8 miles an hour. So no problem getting up a super steep incline here. And just, you know, does its traditional slow down, but overall, really, really impressive. Back. All right, so this does have a couple different modes in here. So you got low, which is a little, or eco, I should say, is what we're in now, which, you know, is a good starting point. You want to just kind of putt around, have a nice afternoon, around 11 miles an hour, not bad at all. And then get this into mid. That definitely gives you a lot more pickup, a lot more pickup on the speed. But topping out right around 15 on the mid mode, and then high or off-road or awesome, you it's like gears in a car. 20 miles an hour, no problem here, and just tight to the corners, smooth. So if you want to worry less about the throttle and you just want to be able to enjoy, you got the high, mid, in eco mode. Obviously eco is going to get us your most range. So if you're getting low on battery, you want to make sure you get back to camp, just throw it in eco, and that'll maximize your battery. So flow on this, it's just so mobile. It's just so small. You hit a little bump, but like I said, it's you get used to your legs kind of tucked in, and if it's a little bit cooler day, it actually keeps you a little bit warmer. It's not bad. Yeah, and then just whoop, really, you get lots of power. And like I said on this, it's a big engine for as little as it is, and it will just go. Top out here, flat surface. Flat surface here, right around exactly 20 miles an hour on this. So yours may vary, but pretty accurate. Gosh, you know, it's just, I'm not sure what else to say. It's got a lot of power. It's super light, super nimble. I mean, built very much unlike the BMX-esque experience. Just fluid, nimble, speed. And just cruises. Really is nice. All right, everyone, we're back here at the shop. Excited to share some kind of final thoughts on this JackRabbit XG Pro here. Overall, what's the use case for this? I think anyone that wants a bike that is just light, easy to ride, easy to move, easy to haul, this is it. This is something that I would confidently and comfortably say, hey, I want to throw this in the back of a truck, head off-roading, head camping. Heck, if you just want to take it to get around a little quicker, this is it. Pro side of it, it's really all pros on this. Everything from the army green color to the ride to the power. It's really, you're not going to be disappointed in it. It is not a full suspension bike. So, the only kind of cons are if your expectations are different. If you're expecting something that's going to have full suspension, this is not it. Though I think with the small frame, it absorbs any kind of rugged trails, bumps really, really well. I do wish it came with a little heavier duty tires, maybe tubing, just some puncture proof. But with any bike, that's going to be stuff that you can get and add on later. We have not popped these tires or anything yet, but like anything, we usually will line all of our bike tires just to make sure they can go the extra mile and feel comfortable doing that. Cons, it's not really a con, but the pegs take some getting used to. The temptation, and your brain says, hey, I need to pedal, so that takes a little bit of getting used to. Brakes have needed a little bit of adjusting on our side, but that's just, I think, a new bike out of the box. It just takes a little bit of time to tweak some things, get some things broken in. So nothing there that has been out of the normal or is a negative. Overall, we'd recommend this. Like I said, it is on the more expensive end, but there is nothing on this bike that has cut any corners. You're not getting something that goes, wow, this is a big miss. Overall, it's just extremely well made. Nice that it's made in the US, super compact, super powerful. So made to have fun. We'll post this up. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If we don't have the answer, we'll get you over to JackRabbit. But thanks everyone for following along. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you enjoy the bike. Have a great day.